This is why I'm against Taco Bell, bro.
Hey guys, we're our Knights. My name is Julien.
My name is Gerard.
I'm Ray. Guys, listen. Today we're going back to the 80s. And we are also celebrating horror movies for the month of October.
Yeah.
How big are you guys when it comes to horror movies? What do you guys think?
That's my favorite genre.
Yeah? Your favorite? What about you, Jules?
Like my second favorite.
Your second favorite?
Yes.
I'm a giant fan of horror movies, but I think horror movies is hard to do. Like it's hard to find good horror movies.
I just feel like horror movies has like small parts of every genre in it, whether if it's romance, comedy, or anything like that. But it's just at the end of the day, they die.
That's a good point, because even sci-fi, there's plenty of sci-fi sometimes than a lot of horror movies.
Exactly.
You know, but the problem I think with today's horror movies, that a lot of horror movies rely a lot on jump scares.
Yeah.
Like it has to be full of jump scares. I was watching the trailer to The Nun 2, which I haven't seen The Nun 2, and I don't want to watch The Nun 2. But I'm looking at the trailer, and the trailer is loaded with jump scares.
Jump scares, really?
And like, that's like the one trick that everybody's doing, you know? So just a few that happens to be like authentically scary. Like we saw The Omen.
Yeah.
Right? And that was frightening. You think about it, that was frightening.
And it had no jump scares.
Yes.
Yeah, right. There really wasn't any jump scares that I can remember. Shocking moments, but not jump scares. So today we're gonna watch a movie called The Thing, and you're gonna recognize some of the people in this movie. At least one particular person. This is oh my God, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell in this movie.
Ego? What?
And and this takes place back in the 80s, and I don't want to tell you much about it. Other than I do know they won an Academy Award for something in particular.
Really?
And you will see what I'm talking about as we watch it. So, you guys ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. Isn't Scream John Carpenter's well? Or am I crazy?
I've never seen Scream. I want to go like sledding with a helicopter like that down. And try and start it as it's going down the mountain. I don't know. That just
and jump off and just start sledding?
Yeah.
But you won't do skydiving. What?
Cutting edge graphics for chess back in the day. Jesus. You think flying a helicopter is fun?
Heck yeah. Alright, if you miss with this grenade, that's it. You're done. Not only does he miss with weapons, but he misses with a grenade.
He's also throwing grenades next to a camp.
Stupid. Well, no helicopter. Oh, he just killed someone. Bro, he does not. I like it how he can hit a target that's not a dog.
He was saying something that like the dog isn't a dog or something like that.
He's still a bad shot. Doesn't give him an excuse for that. Ooh, right on the head.
Good old American Steel.
I'm assuming that being shot in the cold weather probably sucks a lot more than normal,
100%.
right?
You have a hole that you can feel the wind through.
And usually you have adrenaline that covers up. It's probably not enough
Yeah,
in the cold weather like this.
Wouldn't it be better for you two guys to warm up next to the fire? You know?
Yeah.
Take the fire where you can.
What were they doing flying that low? Shooting at a dog. At us. Stir crazy.
Cabin fever, who knows? Get a hold of somebody. Get a hold of anybody. We gotta report this mess.
Look, I haven't been able to reach shit in 2 weeks. I doubt if anybody's talked to anybody on this entire continent. And
You guys have a helicopter.
I thought he was gonna slam in that wall, and I was gonna be.
Oh, what a shot!
I'm gonna have to read the map because I'm gonna be busy.
You really want to be by yourself, Julian. I mean, there's like 15 other guys there.
Yeah, but it's better 15 guys that I know rather than 15 guys that I don't know. Like if it was me and the boys, we could play like that arcade machine, you know, hang
If it
out.
was us, we'll get nothing done.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Playing games every day. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Being a New Yorker and you from Jersey, dude, I don't miss the cold. I don't miss it. I don't have to ever have to watch or see snow again. I don't miss any of that. There's nothing magical about it.
I miss definitely cold Christmases.
I feel like it's based off where you got raised. Because, like, for example, people that were raised in humidity, they're like, yeah, I would move to the cold. And vice versa.
And it'll last about 2 weeks before you're like, yeah, let me get back.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Dude,
I
you
don't know,
you
man.
have no idea, bro. Especially a blizzard when you like snowed in 10 feet of snow. I wonder what they're doing here. I did see this movie once, and I tell you, I don't remember what they're doing out here.
Like a research station of some sort.
I wonder what, though. I'm sure they're explaining it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
And he's dead now.
I wonder how much training the dog needed.
Yeah, that's a good question. Why, I guess maybe it depends on the breed.
True,
How smart
true.
they are. It's probably the vehicle I like the most in any military setting. I love helicopters. My favorite being the Chinook, of course.
The what?
The Chinook.
I've never heard of that before. I don't really know
There's that
helicopters.
giant helicopter, and it has 2 propellers, one on the front, one on the back.
Oh,
It's like a carrier. It's just a
Gotcha,
beautiful
gotcha.
vehicle.
we should see Black Hawk Down then.
We should.
I've
I've
never seen it.
Neither have I.
Oh, then there we go. That might be a reintroduction to military movies because I think
Yeah.
that's a military.
Maybe we can do it in December
Hey, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
or November.
I think November.
November should be more Thanksgiving, family stuff.
December should be more like holiday Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas
stuff.
War.
Isn't November Veterans Day though, or
Is it?
Memorial Day?
I think you might be right.
Yeah, so we might do that for Veterans Day.
Oof, it's a bad sign.
Here's Johnny didn't get all
Yep.
the way through.
Not a good sign at all.
It's really cold in there though, so this must have been going on for a while.
Yeah, look how open it is. Look at all the holes on the ceiling and the walls.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm not gonna lie, the blood crystal, like the crystallized blood, would be really cool to use as like a dagger or something.
I go, what?
A dagger or something. I don't know. It looked really cool, and like it would be one of those
Weaponize it.
ice spikes. Yeah. Be one of those things I play with.
I think I've seen that in Mortal Kombat. It's one of their fatalities. Those
Yes.
blood crystals, blood daggers. By the way, if I would have seen that, I would have left immediately. I'm not gonna keep exploring. It's enough for me to get out. You know, look at this camp. It looks like it's been abandoned for a while, by the look of it. It doesn't look like it happened a couple of days ago. This has been in bad shape for some time now.
It's an interesting bathtub.
They were burning people up.
Help me find a shovel, Doc.
And
A shovel for what?
To bury them. I don't know.
it's snow. It's snowing.
I don't
They
want to
just get
sound messed
buried.
up, but I'm not. No, I'm doing that. Getting the helicopter and getting the hell out of here. Matter of fact, I might not even go back to camp. I'm gonna go somewhere. Load up, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't trust that dog.
So
You
they
know what's
are in the
weird?
Antarctica.
I haven't heard the dog bark or growl.
Then he was being shot at.
Yep.
We found
Oh,
Holy shit.
but you brought that back.
No, definitely not.
Blair, I'd like you to start an autopsy right away.
No, sir. I quit. Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
What the heck? Ew, bro.
The lightning go on.
Nope.
No.
And you just let it out.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, what if the flamethrower, guys? Look at this thing, Gerard. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I would let it burn for a little bit. I wouldn't just put the fire out real quick. Nah, I'm good.
We gotta burn the rest of them.
Yeah, he dead, bro. He dead.
See, I don't need to see the whole hands misshapen. Just set it off, just a little off. Like if Gerard comes to me and his eyes twitching, burn him up. That's it, it's over.
That's crazy because like I'm having a twitch right now.
Need to hear is Gerard say 3 perfectly, and then I know it's not him.
3.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Thankfully, I'm not there. You.
Say scissors.
scissors.
Okay. Well,
Sure that's all of them? We cleaned out the storehouse, the lab, there is nothing left.
Where's the guy with the dogs? And the doctor.
doctor's right there.
Oh.
Dude, immediately I'd be like, everybody has to be with a second person. Nobody's allowed
Literally.
alone.
Yeah.
Right, really. Buddy system.
Did you just break my helicopter, bro? You're dead. You son of a...
Well, sure, some of you do.
Christ.
Dude, that's frightening. To be stuck in a room with somebody with wielding an axe is going crazy like that.
To the dogs.
You think that thing wanted to be an animal? No dog making 1,000 miles to the coast.
Come on, man. You don't want to hurt anybody.
Oof. Oh! How do you get the axe so fast? This guy's that strong?
It took
That
3
felt
guys.
personal.
This guy's useless.
Bro, it took 3
Now he
guys
fainted?
to take down an old guy. That's crazy.
Do it. Yeah. The doctor's the one who's been the most exposed to these things, right? He opened them up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He was inside
Yeah.
of them. But I don't know. I don't think this creature is doing just a neurological damage. It's just is a physical thing. I think the doctor would have transformed by now.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll leave him anything crystallized or anything like that.
Anything sharp?
Yeah.
No.
How you doing, old boy?
Well, after you punch me twice in the face.
I don't know who to trust.
Oh boy.
The whole camp goes. Come on, child. Burn me. Back off. Way off.
That's still too close to the dynamite. I mean, that flare. Look how close it is to the dynamite.
Yeah, I would be so worried.
Where's the rest?
That was risky.
It really was.
Now nobody gets out of my sight. Clear.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I think they figured out who it was.
It's a little bit too late.
Oh my God.
That is horrifying. Oh!
This is why I'm against Taco Bell, bro.
Ooh.
Ew. Just let it burn a little bit. Just a little bit more.
How do you get over this? How do you mentally get over this if you survive this?
Come on, let's rush him. He's not gonna blow us all up.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's do what Max says. I mean, he wasted Norris pretty quick, didn't he?
Then I'll have to kill you, child.
Then kill me.
Bang.
I guess you do.
Oh. Ouch.
If any one of them had AIDS or HIV, they'd be screwed.
Look how deep this cut is. You don't need to be that deep. Am I
All
crazy?
you need is a little
No, you're right.
tic tac. Boom.
He went from here all around the edge. Get out of here.
It's Windows. I'm telling you, it's Windows. Look at those eyes.
Dude, look at that blood he got out of him. Well, there you go.
Well, it's not Windows.
We'll do you last.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Who was that? Oh, that was this dude.
Was that?
Burn him. Burn him.
Oh boy. And you tied up next to him? Oh my God.
Are you joking?
Oh boy, that's his own fault. Oh
Oh
boy.
my god. That is a horrible way to go.
Now you guys think that test works or no?
Well, it works.
Oh, is he gonna blow the guy up?
Yeah, I think so.
You can never be too safe, you know?
No. But you know what? I'll still be checking everybody else out.
Hell yeah.
Check everybody else's blood. Dude, imagine you were tied up next to that thing.
Dude, I'd be so worried.
Damn. He was fine for like 5 seconds.
He's good.
Yeah, but is this test 100% foolproof? That's the thing.
It got results.
Is that the
spaceship?
ship?
Busy out here all by himself.
He's one of them.
I don't think that ship was the ship they first encountered.
I think he's just making a new one.
It's a ship of some kind. He stole the parts from the helicopter.
Smart SOB, put it together piece by piece. We're not getting out of here alive. But neither's that thing.
That's a good throw. You know, I've always contemplated the idea of what men think or people think when they are on a suicide mission, like there's nothing else left to do.
You just get things done.
We're not going to make it, but this has to be done.
I contemplated too.
That's like, I can't phantom that. Like, I can't imagine that.
Are they just gonna blow up the whole... Oh, shit.
The whole base is going down. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Trust your gut.
He literally. Oh my God.
I was about to say, I think the imposter should be much bigger than that.
See, I told you. I knew it was somebody else.
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
Let's just finish this bottle. Yep. I told you they should have let the helicopter continue burning. They were gonna need it.
That was not gonna last all these days. All right, guys. John Carpenter's The Thing.
We don't know if Childs was actually one. We don't know if it actually survived or not.
No, we don't. We don't know.
Him or the other person.
I like
I
that
don't think
ending.
it's up to interpretation. I think they both are okay. Because why would you, at least Kurt Russell, why would you blow up the big monster otherwise?
Blow up the monster or blow up the ship itself.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what do you guys think about the movie? Your thoughts?
It was really good.
I think it was really good. It was really good.
Not bad for an 80s movie, right? 80s movies. Other than the fact that the practical effects were amazing.
I was very well entertained throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't something that they over exaggerated, and like you said, how the fact that I can see on how they ended up winning an award for
the practical effects.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the story where you don't know who's who. You don't know who to trust. You know, even even with Kurt Russell, you're not even sure if he may or may not be the guy.
Yeah.
So I like that aspect of it. They're in the middle of nowhere. There's also a sense of madness. Like, you know, these guys are also kind of going crazy because of the environment they're around. So that aspect that I thought was it gave it a good feeling. It gave it a very, very strong Lovecraftian feel to it. Right? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Like you can feel like a Cthulhu vibe to this.
Yeah.
Where madness may be setting in. They're alone. There's a monster on the loose. You know, who knows what this is, right? You don't know who to trust. So to me, there's definitely a Lovecraftian feel to this movie in itself. You know. There's also the director. The director of this movie was great. Right? The camera work was fantastic. I thought the cast was amazing. Every single actor in this movie did a really good job in this.
The one that I was surprised that wasn't the alien or the thing.
The alien,
is the guy that took care of the dogs, because the dog ended up going to him like for a good amount of time by themselves, and he turned out not to be.
I think the movie made you want to think that.
Yeah.
To throw you off at who may be, who may, or
and it
may
did a
not
very
be.
good job at it.
Yeah, it
honestly did.
He was the one exposed by the dogs. He was by the dogs the whole entire time. I remember when I first saw the first special effect. The first big was the dog face opening up.
Yeah.
Right, and you're not expecting it at all. Like the dog's acting pretty free. Oh my god, you know.
Yeah.
So again, going back to us about the acting, even the dog's acting was so good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So, but I want to go back to a question that I asked earlier. Do you think this was a location they did it on, or you think this was mostly all sets?
I think
they
it was
built these sets.
I think it was a location.
The location?
They used a lot of explosives or things like that, or even fire as itself. Now, I wouldn't say explosives because I feel like explosives you can kind of like.
I think you still do explosions in the sets,
but I more like really big fires though, you know.
Yeah.
And especially at that time, you don't have like crazy, really good CGI or anything like that.
Like,
so
it's a good movie. You know, it's action packed. It has its scary moments. You don't know who's who. Like one of the best scenes in the movie to me was when they're all tied up and they're all testing the blood out.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't know what's gonna happen, and it's nerve wracking. You need to see like, okay, well, that guy has to be that guy, and it's not. And then, well, maybe it's this guy, and like, oh my god, you know, it's him, you know. And then the monster comes out, he's freaking out, like he's transforming, and the guys are tied up helplessly next to him. You're like, oh my god, if I was tied up next to these guys, you know, if one of you guys were the ones who tied me up, and I'm next to them, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get you guys, bro. You guys are dying for this type of put him in this position, this situation.
No, but what ended up sucking was the fact that this dude ended up getting cleared and then just freezes up when the monster's right there and then ends up dying by the monster. Like,
but I think that exists. I think there's a possibility that people do suffer from like combat paralysis or something like that. You know, like you need to do something, you need to act
or flight,
and people shut down. You ever watch like any type of prank videos, and I say people jump out at you, the boo, whatever they do, right? Some people almost immediately fall down to the ground or immediately like they're resigned to be killed, while other people react like they're gonna react. So I think in that sense that you're gonna do that, and the fact that it's someone you know, it's just turning into, like let's say it was Michael, and you see Michael turning into some creature. Would any of us hesitate for 1 second? It's 1 second hesitation, or are we all gonna act immediately and attack?
I feel like us as boys, you know, and especially that we've been very well, you know,
close.
Yeah, exactly. We have a mutual respect that if you're a thing, bro, out of my respect, I'll make sure your death is like quick, you know, like out of my respect.
I expect you to kill me.
Exactly, like, and make it quick, not a slow, a death by 1,000 cuts. No, it's a quick pop, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right, but at the same time, these guys have been seeing things for a while now. They've been seeing monsters and really messed up things for quite some time. They should be used to the fact that something strange is happening. So there's no time to gawk and all. It's like,
Not at all, in all honesty.
Yeah.
you know, you attack immediately.
Like, I would probably say, like, that time for that is probably when they first started bringing in, like, the bodies. Like, oh my gosh, like, this is not human, or da-da-da-da, or whatever. Then that's probably the time to really, like, what the heck are we getting ourselves into? Fine, get it out of your system. But by the time another person dies, and then another one too, that your fight instinct should end up coming out.
Now, this movie is from the 80s. There's some things that they did that I think we will not do today, like for a modern movie. Like, if there was a creature where we're going to do an autopsy on, I think we would have more gear on
100%.
than
yeah.
they did in this movie.
100%.
Right? Like, you're looking
Like
at
rat-on
things,
suits.
and then like, the doctor is performing an autopsy, and he doesn't have the right gear on him, and then there's like 30 other guys in the same room breathing in whatever that is.
And then when they brought it in, the fumes that it had, or anything, it was like everybody just breathing it in, all of it.
Today,
all of it.
Today, that scene would have been different. It would have been under some type of plastic. Everybody had super gear. There would have been cameras and people looking through a camera, not in the same room. It would have been something different, right?
Now would have they would have been the only ones with like neutralized everything like themselves with a hazmat suit, but the whole entire room would be like,
Yeah, 'cause what we know about diseases and bacteria now, I guess is more. I mean, we're smarter now than we were back then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
seeing that, like, I'm watching that happening, and inside of me, I'm screaming inside, like, what are you doing there? Why are you guys all around this creature?
Yeah.
And why is your glove so just
so
goes
tiny.
right beneath your wrist? I'm like, what are you? He's going elbow deep
Seriously.
inside this creature. I'm like, what? No. But I cannot stress enough about how great the practical effects was.
You know who I
When
blame?
he was doing the autopsy, and you see layer after layer of what he's cutting through, and he's revealing more of whatever this monster is, and it's fantastic. Something that you cannot capture with CGI. I'm sorry.
Nah, I
Am
don't
I
think so
wrong?
either.
I don't like CGI. I like CGI if it's in support of practical effects. Like, practical effects should be the main thing, because with practical effects, everything seems more real. Everything is in your face. It's 3-dimensional. You don't have that like really bad white outline. You know what I'm talking about? Like, have you ever seen a movie with white outline? Yeah.
True, but CGI does have its place.
Yes.
You know, like, for example, if we're watching Battlestar, we're watching Babylon 5, right? When the battleships are going over the ships, we're enjoying that. Matter of fact, I want to say that in Star Wars, when there's ship battling, that's CGI, and it looks good, right? So it depends on how you're pulling it off. Like, practical effects for a space battle probably wouldn't look well. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, that's true. That would definitely be like some type. We would end up seeing the mechanism taking place.
Some strings
Yeah,
in the middle
exactly,
way.
correct.
Probably not, but we're still. So I don't think it'll be that great as opposed to like CGI for space battle. So it has its place. It's not that CGI is bad. It's that today Hollywood overuses it.
Correct.
You know.
Yeah.
You know who else overuses it? I think Korean sci-fi. If you ever watch a Korean sci-fi on Netflix, dude, it's like super loaded with CGI. That's like, it takes you out of the mood of this movie. While this movie was just practical effect, like, we were there, like, we didn't feel taken
like
away.
What happened?
We felt like, wow, that looks pretty. That's frightening. That's absolutely frightening. Like, if my dog did that, not that I have a dog, but if your dog did that, right, you see that head just pop off like that.
Amen.
You're like, we're gonna have to put Spotty down in this. Something wrong.
So?
I think that's more than a tumor. Something's wrong.
That
So
growth
this-
didn't look benign.
Yeah. What are we feeding this dog? What brand is this?
No, but see, I'm
We're
telling
Karina?
away from that.
the one thing I do want to say, and I want to put my blame on, it was the terrible aim of the Norwegian sniper. If he
If he
would have
can
just
take the
put
shot.
that down, this wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened. And at least I understand. Whatever, like you said, it was a moving helicopter. Fine. Not the excuse that the fact that the dog was right below the helicopter. I'm not even going to talk about that. But once you switch to a grenade, the dog was on your left side, and you threw the grenade to the right side. Like, how does that make sense?
Well, I think. Remember, when they went to go visit their camp was all destroyed.
That they were trying to
So
just
they
burn
probably
up the
were.
whole
Like,
thing.
they were probably super nervous too. Like, you're nervous. You're scared.
Yeah.
We saw the guy's throat cut open, and his head is barely dangling on that. Like, you're not in your right state of mind. Like, I think the best option would have been for them to get out of their period, find a different camp, and just tell them this is what's going on, you know, or head back home. Instead, you know, the guy, the grenade, he lost it. He dropped it underneath the helicopter.
That's crazy.
You know?
Which, why did he try to undig that?
No, the pilot tried to undig that. The other person just kept running.
Yeah,
but again, they were in the right mindset. We saw where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
So they were out for blood. Whatever they were doing, they like, okay, if that dog have to go.
I
and
like
even gonna get that shot.
I like that how we don't know anything about what that thing was. Still, we know it's alien, but we don't know like how it exactly infected people. If it infected people, if it was a pathogen, if it like just like we don't know.
And that's great in a way because like we didn't need to know. Like we don't need to know the science of something that okay, that's messed up. And that's what we need to know. That is messed up. And it's spreading.
I think they ended up explaining it too.
The doctor was showing he figured out the blood the mutation a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like a big story. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, not like sort of the correct detail.
What Julien says is correct. It wasn't like
that.
a big chunk of the science broke up. The guy didn't realize, this has been... Like, the guy took a guess. This ship must be here for 100,000 years. Mm-hmm. How did he know that? That was a big guess, right? And the guy's digging it out. And whatever it was, this is monster. So they found a way to try to test it out, but it wasn't even 100% foolproof.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't even sure. It wasn't bogged down with the science of what it was. Instead, it was there was never a moment in this movie that was dull. There was nothing dull about this movie.
It kept us tensed throughout
the entire time. The entire time.
Yeah.
Even the ending was like, it ended in such a way where it could have gone anywhere. The guy could have just killed him off, and no, I left it open to interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent movie. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys liked it. This was great. This is what was it? What year was it? 1984 was it or 82?
82. I think.
I just know 80s. That's all I know.
80s. Good year. Good decade of movies, guys. Well, listen, guys. This was The Thing from the 80s. We'll figure it out what year it was. I'll put it right here. This was Kurt Russell from back in the day, guys. If you like what we're doing, please hit the like button, the subscribe button. This video, our reaction to this and a bunch of other shows will be available on our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. If you saw this movie in the theater back in the day, or you saw this, whenever you first saw this movie, what did you think about this movie? We would like to know, I don't think we were as scared as people would have been in the 80s watching this for the first time.
100%.
We're used to horror movies, but this was still something special, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure back in the 80s when these practical effects first came out, people were like, oh boy. So we want to know your reaction. What do you guys think about when you first saw this movie? If you saw it when they first came out back in the day, we want to know your thoughts about this particular movie. And if you've seen the remake, right? Because I think there's a new one that came out in the 2000s, which I haven't seen. You guys have heard it. We haven't even heard about it,
Yeah.
We didn't know. Matter of fact, the only reason I know that exists because looking for this movie, that movie popped out today. I was like, they made one in the 2000s. Want to know your thoughts about this, guys? Listen, please leave your thoughts all in the comments, and we'd like to hear everything you have to say, guys. Guys, we want to thank you for hanging out with us. We are R-Nights. I'm Ray.
And I'm Gerard.
I'm Julien.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you soon.
Take care.
Take care.